Alright guys, we're out here at a Sonic. This one is in Spanish Fort. This one's only about a week old. Hadn't been up long running. They're actually still doing the, as you can see, still doing the flow tests on the HVAC and everything. And we could go up on the roof and give you guys a shot of the condensers, but pretty simple call on this one. Initially we showed up here and we got, oh that's alright, go ahead. We got a 31 on the fridge. Walk in, but on our freezer we were around 21 when we showed up. Now we're at 27, and apparently they had well, let me just go through it. Initially we walked in and we had no fans running at all on the inside, so I was told by the customer, let me set this down and climb up here so I can give you guys a shot. As you can see, coil's just froze up solid. I don't know if you guys can see that. Try and get a good shot here for you guys. But both sides, the whole entire coil froze up solid. So first thing I wanted to look, because this is such a new system, we want to just look, let me set this back down, get back down here. Alright. I want to just look at first things first, and so we went to our timer, defrost timer box. Came over here. Come on back, come on back. Hey, our breaker was turned off on our condenser here. So we went ahead and turned that back on, and I knew that it was out because I didn't have any power at my defrost timer up there. We tested our pins between number 1, which is our black here. Maybe I can get a shot of the numbers on it. Number 1 there, which is jumper to number 2. We need to have 110 there, and we need to have 110 on the end there. totaling 220. We didn't have anything. So first thing I did was I went down, and that's when I found that breaker off, and we turned that breaker on, and then we had power to our timer. But I imagine they did that because if it was off, the coil wouldn't have froze. So we started looking at the rest of the timer, and we noticed that you can see the pins are out now, and that's because I set them. But all the pins were in, so we had no defrost at all. It was a 24-hour run cycle, and it looks like the installer just failed to set the defrost timing pins on the timer. So we set the pins 45 minutes each cycle on a freezer here for every 6 hours, 4 times a day. So we got that set, and then what we did was we turned our timer, and this is not the correct time. It's not 9:30 at night. It's about 10:30 in the morning, but we turned the timer around to get it into defrost. As you can see, our defrost pin there is set from 9:15 to 10. So we just went into defrost, and we can tell we went into defrost because we got our defrost light here. And let me see if I can get a good shot of that without the glare. Yeah, there's our defrost light, and then we got a green refrigeration light when the refrigerator's working. So the unit tells you when it's in defrost or not, unlike the old analogs. So we're in defrost now, and we're just going to close this up. And what we're going to do is we're just going to watch it. And well, I tell you, we'll leave it open because I may have to set it back into defrost again to get that coil thawed out. There it was. Hear that sizzling? That sizzling is the water dripping down onto the heaters, defrosting our coil. So we know our heaters are working for us. This is not a hot gas solenoid unit. This is just a real basic electric heater on there, initiated by the defrost timer. Over here. Alright, you see that? We are completely froze up. That's all ice on the back side of that coil there. Let's see if we can go on down. Yeah, all the way through, all the way down. Alright, here we are on the coil pack split condenser here. We got the defrost timer set, and looks like a cut in and cut out. Let's take a look at it. There it is. Let's see what that guy is. It looks like it's right about 20, at about 260 or so, 265 maybe. And that's the range. And then we got differential. We're looking at about 75. Alright guys, we're in here and getting her done. Just right here with a heat gun. Yeah, if I can get a shot here. And we're almost thawed out. On this side anyway. The other side is still a block of ice, so we're going to try to get this knocked out here. We've got our coil on both sides unthawed. Shot of the other side here. Forgive me if the camera angle's weird, but try and get some shots here. We got it good and defrosted on the back side. There's our on our back of our coil. You can see the ribs on the one side. So let's get this dude turned back on. Let's check our refrigerant. See how our sight glass looks. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, we're going to set the correct time here on our timer. Let's see, what time is it? About 12 o'clock on the button. So let's get this guy over on 12 o'clock here. Let's see, it's 12, no, it ain't 12 p.m. It's 12 a.m. Well, let's see. Well, it's 12 p.m., but I mean, we're on the a.m. scale. Now 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., there it is. Alright, so let's button it all back up. Alright, we're about 24 degrees ambient now. We're starting to come down pretty good. And that's on the dial. This true one says about 22, 21. We've been running about 5-6 minutes. So we're good. We're coming down real good. Sight glass is clear. The refrigerant looks great. So I'm gonna take some temperatures here. Got about 5 degrees coming out. About 6 degrees out of this side. Yeah, about 6 degrees out of both sides maybe, so good deal. We're looking great. Let's get on to the next one, guys. Let's get this one wrapped up.
Postman delivered a past due bill notice, and the alarm clock rang 2 hours late. And the garbage man left all the trash on the sidewalk.